FSD, what are you doing to me? I don't know what you're gonna do, Tesla. I'm letting you handle it. Green means go! Why aren't you going? What's up, YouTube? We've got our best one yet for you. That's right, today we are here to talk about the monthly FSD subscription. Elon's been talking, he's been tweeting about this coming for quite a long time, so we felt this was such an important topic that we shuffled around our entire content calendar to bring you the latest news on the full self-drive subscription option. Is it worth the $10,000 full price tag? Is it worth the $199 a month subscription price tag? We got it all for you in this one, guys, so let's not waste any more time, let's jump right into it. So let's first talk about what exactly is FSD. FSD stands for Full Self-Drive, meaning the car ideally drives you. When you buy your Tesla, it automatically comes with autopilot already installed in the car. It's a free option, you don't have to pay for it. It not only has adaptive cruise control, which a lot of more modern cars seem to come standard with this feature already, where adaptive cruise control will make sure to keep a steady distance between you and the car in front of you. As it slows down, your car will slow down. As it speeds up, your car will speed up until the speed in which you set it for. Not only does it come with that, but it also has auto steer. So as you're driving, as you go around bends, the car will turn for you. This makes driving on long road trips so much easier. Now you do have the option to add on full self-drive, also known as FSD. Now, FSD at this time costs $10,000 to add it on if you wish to purchase it all in one lump sum. Elon has brought to us all a monthly subscription. Now, the monthly subscription costs $199 and it brings all the features of full self-drive to your car. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, what are those features? Well, those features are automatic lane change, summon, including smart summon. It also includes auto navigate, except on city streets. And then the last feature that it includes is traffic light and stop sign recognition. These are all great features. The big question, of course, though, is do these things work the way that they're supposed to? Especially when it comes with a $10,000 price tag. Our car, we don't have FSD. When we purchased it, we were very happy with autopilot. And one of the biggest reasons why we did not purchase FSD is it doesn't come as a license where you can purchase it and bring it with you as you change cars. It is attached to the vehicle specifically. It's attached to the VIN. Once you upgrade your car, you lose your full self-drive that you paid $10,000 for. I never quite understood it. It's software. To me, software is something that comes and you purchase a license for it, and then you own that license and you can bring it with you to different devices as you use it. That was the main reason why we opted to not go with FSD when we bought our car. We have been perfectly happy with autopilot, but this week, in fact, in just a few days, we have our big road trip where we're taking the baseball team on down to South Carolina to enter the Cal Ripken tournament down there. Well, what a better time to test out this full self-drive than on a giant road trip. So let's start at the beginning. On day one, when I woke up in the morning to find the beautiful message from Tesla inviting me to subscribe to the full self-drive monthly subscription, I immediately grabbed my camera, went to the car, got ready to film all this for you guys, only to find complete frustration. It just didn't work. Check it out. It's not giving us the option. When I go in to subscribe, my only option is still premium connectivity. This is a bust? All right, we're gonna pause all cameras here while I figure out this nonsense. So after multiple attempts of trying to figure it out, I just kind of gave up and found that there was no way to activate the subscription just yet. They weren't quite ready. Then by the end of the day, on our way home from day one of a tournament that we were in, during the drive, it ended up giving me the option, so I went ahead and signed up. Of course, though, at the time, I wasn't able to go ahead and film it. So I do apologize, I don't have the actual sign up on video for you guys. But it's very, very easy. It's just like anything else that you can do in the Tesla app. You go into the app, you go to upgrades, you select the option. It'll show you the terms and the conditions. By the way, we did look into the terms and the conditions of the monthly subscription service for you guys. You can go ahead and sign up and cancel whenever you want. There's no limitations, there's no contract. You can sign up for 1 month, cancel the next month, subscribe again the month after that. It's no big deal. You can kind of come and go as you please. But there is one thing to be aware of. There is no return period. Most upgrades that you purchase through Tesla, such as the acceleration boost, you have a 48-hour trial period where you can decide, you know what, this isn't for me. You can return it and get your money back. The monthly subscription option subscription doesn't have that ability. Once you click the subscribe button, you are on the hook for that $199 plus taxes. It does take the software about a few hours up until about a day to fully update and get everything ready for FSD on board your vehicle. If you're looking to purchase the monthly subscription as part of a road trip that you have coming up, make sure to subscribe to it a few days before you actually leave for that road trip to make sure you allow for plenty of time for your vehicle to be ready with all your full self-drive benefits. Alright guys, we are pulled over to discuss some of the new features that you will notice in the settings app after you go ahead and subscribe. It's real easy, guys. All you do is you go in here to your settings and then you go to autopilot and you'll see all this stuff that's going to kind of pop up in here. This is the auto steer option. That was always there, even just in autopilot before I subscribed to the full self-drive. Next is navigate on autopilot. Plus you can kind of customize it if you want to. Enable on the start of every trip. No, we're gonna leave that off. Speed-based lane changes. I switched that to average. Exit in passing lane. Yes, we wanted to do that for us. Require lane change confirmation, meaning it will ask permission before it does a lane change. And yes, I left that as yes, I would like to do that. So those are our options there. Next is traffic light and stop sign control. This is where it will automatically pick up whether or not you're coming up to a traffic light, whether it's green or not, and if you come up to a stop sign. This next option is green traffic light chime. I have that as off. So basically what that does is as you pull up to a light and you're stopped at a light, as soon as it turns green, it gives you a little ding. I don't need the Tesla telling me, hey, it's green, dummy, get going. So we leave that checked off. Full self-drive preview. I went ahead and left that on. Summon we have turned on as well, so we can utilize summon, and you can customize summon here as well. You can come up here, you can adjust the bumper clearance to 20 inches or more. The summon distance, we want to jack that puppy all the way up to make sure that we can use it from pretty far away. Side clearance, we want standard. I don't trust it enough to go to tight. Require continuous press. I'm going to leave that as a yes, so that way in case all of a sudden I don't like the way it's going, I can let go of it and it'll automatically stop the car. And then use auto home link. I left that as off. Our home link is kind of junk anyway. These are kind of the new options that you will notice on here when you go ahead and sign up for the FSD. All right, so now we checked out all the features. Let's go and put this thing to work. Why don't we start off with some summon and see what it does. We are here in the parking lot. Let's take notice first of all where the Tesla is. It is right over there. I'm in a parking lot that's completely empty over here. So we're going into our Tesla app here, and then we go down to summon. So I'm gonna hit the smart summon button. It's finding me, it found us, and it says it's good to go. So let's go ahead and hit go to target. And then we're gonna hold it in and let's watch the car. It's backing up. It found a route. It seems to know where it wants to go. Okay, it's turning. It looks like it wants to go out around that patch of grass. Let's see what it does. Oh, it went right into the pothole. That's okay. Okay, it's rounding the grass pile. It still looks like it's going pretty good. It's coming around the next grass pile. It's turning. It's coming to us. Here it comes. It's starting to slow up a whole lot. And it's kind of driving on the wrong side, but it's doing pretty good. Okay. And here it is. Wow, I'm pretty impressed. That actually did a pretty good job. Now, let's be real, this is a completely empty parking lot. There is absolutely nothing for it to really hit. However, it could have possibly hit that over there, that area. So it did go past, it turned around that grass patch that's over there. It came over past this grass patch. It could have hit that tree stump. It could have hit that telephone pole, and it came around this way. So it actually did take the path that had some obstacles in its way. Still don't know if I would trust it enough in like a mall parking lot, but in an empty parking lot, it works pretty good. So let's go ahead on the road and test out some of the other stuff. We are currently in full self-drive. As you can see, we got it going there. And we are coming up on our first traffic light. Let's see how it kind of handles things. Okay, so it's a green light, so we know we're good there. Oh, it's yelling at us, telling us that we need to put our hand on the wheel. It says it's stopping for the traffic light at 500 feet. All right, the traffic light turned yellow. So what is it going to do? All right, it's bringing us to a stop. It did recognize that the light is red. It's got the red stop line right there. It brought us right up to it. And then let's kind of wait and see what happens here as the light turns green. The light should be turning green. There it is. It says it's green, but it wants me to hit the gas pedal to go through the intersection. One thing to kind of note here, you have to keep your hand on the wheel. I was kind of expecting full self-drive to give me the option of not having to do that, of like no longer having to keep my hand on the wheel, but that is not the case. So Tesla's back in control. See, it's telling me I still have to keep my hands on the wheel, which I thought for being full self-drive, I wasn't going to have to do that anymore. I really thought that it would. See, it's telling me again, it's giving me the normal warning. There's the blue light. I'm a little disappointed in the fact that even though I paid, you know, potentially $10,000, or at the very least I'm paying $200 a month, and I still got to keep my wheel on, or my hand on the wheel as often as normal. I really, now I know it's not full autonomous driving and you still have to kind of pay attention, but I expected it to at least maybe give me a longer distance, a longer amount of time in between warnings, and it definitely does it. So here we come up to a traffic light. Let's see how it does. All right, it's detected the traffic light and knows we're coming up on it. It knows it's red. Oh, it's green, so I got to tell it to go by pressing on the gas pedal. Oh, and it didn't like that we were in an intersection without a lot of lines, and it completely turned off. FSD, what are you doing to me? It didn't like that there was so much going on there, and it just totally disengaged. The other thing I'm not really a big fan of, to be honest, is the fact that when you come up to a traffic light, you have to tell it whether or not to go through it. It recognizes the color of the traffic light. It knows whether it's red or green because it gives you the indicator that it's red or green. But I don't like the fact that I have to tell it. It's smart enough and it knows that the light's either red or green. It's showing me that it knows whether the light's red or green. But I still have to tell it that yes, you gotta go. It doesn't just read the light and then go. I think that's a little disappointing. I'm finding this not as self-drive as I expected it to be. I don't know, when I hear the term full self-drive, especially with a price tag like 10 grand or $200 a month, I'm thinking it should be able to at least like navigate a traffic light when it has traffic light detection, and it doesn't need me to press pressure on the gas pedal to know whether or not it's okay to go or not. I don't know. I would think that it would already have that worked out. So I'm a little disappointed in that fact. So I have an address entered in, so we're good to go here. I checked off the navigate on autopilot button, so we're good from that standpoint as well. Now we're gonna chill here in the left lane a little bit because not too far, in about 4 miles, we're gonna come up on the exit and we're gonna see if it's gonna take us over or not. All right, so now it knows that we have a lane change that we have to do. And we got a lot of traffic going on here, as you guys can see, so let's see what happens here. Tesla's gonna have to make a decision as far as what we're gonna do. Confirm lane change. Well, we can't change there. Oh, we're all red there. We can't change there either. I don't know what you're gonna do, Tesla, but I'm letting you handle it. It wants to get over. We've got nowhere to go. Uh-oh. We're about to miss our exit. We got a car right behind us. We can't get over there. Nope, you still can't get over. Uh-oh. Want want. Tesla's missing the exit. There goes our exit right there. There goes the exit. So Tesla did not do a very good job here of navigating that situation in traffic. We got stuck in a situation where the cars in the other lane were going the same speed as us. So let's see what happens on this exit. Now, we're currently in the right lane of the highway, so let's see what kind of happens here and how it reads it. So this should be an easy exit for it. All right, here's our exit. Oh, it's getting over on itself. I didn't need to do anything. Very cool, very cool. It's telling me in 300 feet, autopilot's going to end. All right, now it's saying that now it wants me to show that I'm paying attention. It's got a traffic light. It's letting me know that there's a traffic light right here. Oh, very cool, very cool. Now let's see what happens here when it turns green. I don't think it's gonna turn, but let's see what kind of happens. Okay, so it's green now. Oh, it says take over. It didn't know what to do. So it just totally shut down. Let's try to change lanes here. All right, I found the lane. It wants us to move over. The lane's clear. We're moving over. All right, good deal. So it did that without a problem. Here we go. It wants to do a lane change to go faster. Yeah, sure. That's okay. Let's do it. So I'm going to go ahead and put the turn signal on to indicate it. Yep, we're going to go. And then it's going to find it didn't really do much because there's actually traffic in the right lane as well. So I'm actually going to go over here. We're going to go back to this lane. Here's what we learned. If you're coming up to a stop sign, that's no big deal, right? You got to stop anyway. If you're coming up to a traffic light, though, and that traffic light's green, if you don't depress the gas pedal, it's automatically going to assume that it is not safe to proceed through the intersection. You got to tell the car, hey, it's okay to go through the intersection. You give it a little bit of gas. It knows it's good. It goes through the intersection. On the highway, the lane change worked great. There was no problem there. When I wanted it to change lanes and I put on the turn signal to tell it, go ahead and change lanes, it did so without a problem. When I came up on a slower car, it notified me, hey, do you want to change lanes and go around this guy? And it attempted to do that, and that was great after I told it was okay. So I like that feature. The whole navigate on the highway thing, including getting off at an exit, well, that was a little disappointing. It didn't know how to navigate with traffic that was there. Now, granted, I was in the left lane, so maybe if you have FSD, you have to make sure when you know you have an exit coming up that you get the car over to the right lane, and then it will take you off. But again, that brings me to the whole point of, is that really full self-driving at that point? That's still me having to pay attention to when the exit's coming up, and the whole purpose of full self-drive to me is I know I still need to pay attention, right? This isn't level 5 full autonomy driving. I understand all that. Is full self-drive worth $10,000 to buy altogether with no license? It's only going to stay with the car that you got. No. I wouldn't pay $10,000. I'm very glad I didn't pay $10,000 initially when we first bought the car. I don't think it's worth it. Not at the level of where it's at now. Now, where it's going, the Beta 9 version that's out there, I'm sure that's probably fantastic. But for full self-drive, the way it is now, I don't think it's much of an improvement over autopilot. Is the monthly subscription of $199 worth for full self-drive? Honestly, I think that's a no too. We have it, and we're going to use it, like I said, on our big road trip, going all the way down to South Carolina, coming all the way back, then we're going right to the Jersey Shore. We got tons of road trips over the next 2-3 weeks coming up. So we're going to get a lot of use out of it, and I'll be able to give a better review after that. But from what I've seen so far, no, I don't think it's worth a $200 subscription either. Even if you pick it up for, let's say, one road trip. You just paid $200 to get a little bit more convenience on your road trip. At that point, you just lost all the savings that you accumulated by charging instead of having to get gas. The way full self-drive is right now, I gotta say, I don't think it's worth it. I'm really sorry. I love Tesla. I'm a huge Tesla fanboy. I love our Model Y. I love the Model S when I drove it. I love the Model X. I love the Model 3. I love all of them. I can't wait for my Cybertruck. When that comes in, I don't think it's worth it at the stage it's at now. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think full self-drive is worth $10,000 based off of what it is right now? Do you think it's worth the monthly subscription of $199? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Let's get into a conversation about it. Thanks so much, guys. If you're still with us, make sure to smash that like button. It really helps our videos out. As always, if you are new to the channel, click that subscription button while you're down there too. We give away awesome stuff all the time, guys. You gotta be a subscriber subscriber in order to win. Plus, you don't want to miss these awesome videos that we do. As always, guys, if you're in the market to buy your own Tesla, whether you're putting FSD on it or not, make sure you get your 1,000 free Supercharger miles. If you know somebody that has a Tesla, hit them up, ask them for the referral code, share the love. You each will get 1,000 free Supercharger miles from doing so. If you don't know anybody that has a Tesla, you don't have to miss out on those 1,000 miles if you don't know anybody. You can use our referral code. It's down below. As always, guys, thank you so much. We will see you next Saturday at 10 a.m. with another one.